nag-umpisa po yung pag-brought up ko yung issue sa e-trike and e-bike because I received so many complaints from tricycle drivers and jeepney drivers. It's not fair. I just want to level the playing field. Kasi ang mga tricycle drivers, kailangan nilang kumuha ng lisensya. Kailangan nilang kumuha ng TPL. Magpareso sa TRB, TRU, and then after that, kailangan nilang kumuha ng TODA para magkaroon ng pila. So, dami yung dinadaan ng proseso. Samantalang itong mga e-trikes daw, pagkabili ng e-trikes nila, agad-agad ipapasad at kumikita sila at karamihan sa kanila dahil walang mga lisensya, hindi alam yung traffic rules and regulations, nagkakaroon ng diskasya. Ganun din po reklamo ng mga jeepney drivers. So, wala po akong problema sa e-bikes. Okay? Kasi parang bisikleta lang yan. Tapos nasa illegal na less than 50 kilograms, they don't have to register sa LTO. Okay sa akin yan. They can even use EDSA using the bike lanes. Pero it's about time na ma-regulate ito. Kasi kung hindi, nagkakalabo-labo tayo. Kanina, papunta ako rito, dito sa Pasay, may nakita ako ng mga e-trikes, 7 passengers, siksikan. Halos gano'n yung e-trikes. At wala akong nakikita ang plaka. Nakikita ko lang, minunulat sa logo ng Pasay. Okay, paano ito ma-regulate for the meantime? Kasi magpapasapi ako ng batas na para ma-regulate itong e-trikes and patungkol na sa ibang mga transport issues natin para maayos natin. For the meantime, habang wala pa yan, ano ang plano ng DOTR o LTO? Sino pong pwedeng sumagot muna? Anong plano natin dito? Especially itong mga e-trikes. Saka yung e-bikes. Yung e-bikes madali yun eh. Hindi problema yun eh kung tutuusin eh. Okay. Ang problema talaga ngayon ay e-trikes. Yung issue ng mga tricycle drivers, mga jeepney drivers, kumbaga kinakain yung kita nila eh. O reklamo ng tumatakil ng e-trikes, mas mura eh. Kumpara sa mga tricycle, jeepney drivers, syempre, yung mga tricycle saka mga jeep, nag-invest yun eh. Kumuha ng lisensya, kumuha ng prangkisa, nag-register todo, etc. Samantalang ito, wala. Saan man sila mag-register sa local government? Go ahead, use it, Romulo ng DOTR, Undersecretary for Legal Affairs. What's your plan?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. The acting secretary of the DOTR has really directed our office and the LTO as well as the LTFRB to work together to come up with comprehensive guidelines concerning the regulation of EVs, electric vehicles being used as common carriers. It is the position, Mr. Chair, of the DOTR that there is an exemption granted under EVIDA for the registration of EVs. This only pertain 6% mentioned in the law when it is used for use. And so if these LEVs are used for as common carriers, having issued franchises, they must serve with LTO. With clear guidelines on the matter, and we understand that this will require working with LGUs through
Wait a minute. Use it. Okay, what you're saying is under the EVIDA law, yeah, I understand. I've seen that. Now, if it is being used for private use, if it is for private use and hindi gagamitin sa highway, exempted sila sa pagpaparegister. Right?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
However, for me, even if it's not for private, even if it's not for public use, and even if they're not using it as a highway, they're using the secondary road or local roads, barangay roads, as well as may traffic doon at may mga iba't ibang klaseng vehicles, they must secure driver's license. Maybe a special driver's license for this kind of, for this sector. Itong mga e-bikes and e-trikes. Kasi sa ngayon, pag nag-violate sila ng traffic laws natin, paano sila tikitan? Samantalang yung mga tricycle, motorsiklo, kotse, pag nag-violate, matitikitan ka. Diba? May kalalagyan ka. Ito sila, ito mga e-trikes na nakita ko. Wala nga silang rota. Basta bigla silang tatawid, kanan, kaliwa, kakat. Because wala silang driver's license. So, hindi nila alam yung traffic rules and regulations. So, for me, siguro, it's about time na sila ay obligahin na magkaroon ng driver's license. Once na lumabas sila sa, ito mga e-trikes I'm talking about, lumabas sila ng mga subdivision. Pagdating sundo sa mga eskwelahan, no problem with me. Pero maybe, obligahin na rin sila kahit na for private use na mag-register sa LTO o kumuha na yung driver's license. Yung driver's license na specialized lang para sa kanila. What do you think? What's your opinion on that?
We agree, Mr. Chair, and I think the LTO will also echo this. We've seen problem with those driving or using bicycles along public roads. If they commit traffic violations, there's no way really for them to be apprehended since they are not required to obtain a license. So the problem is not only at this time for LEVs, but they're also true with respect to driving bicycles, sir. And on the matter of LEVs, and we are aware the DOTR is cognizant of the fact that some LEVs have been issued franchises by the LGUs. We strongly take the position that in those
So para mapa-exit tayo, kasi LEVs light electric vehicles. Ganito ang gawin natin, e-bikes na e-trikes para mas madali tayo mag-convenience. Okay. So, sa e-bikes, ako personally, wala akong problema dyan. Wag lang pumunta sa highways. Yung e-trikes ang pag-usapan natin kasi ito yung marami ng disgrasya na report di ba? So, alimbawa, MMDA, meron kayong mga lugar dyan na no contact apprehension kasi may CCTV. Yung mga motosiklo, mga kotse, kung ano man sasakyan, may plaka, masasapol, papadalhan ng sulat doon sa kanyang violation. Pag sa e-trike, paano naman yun?
Sa e-trike po, hindi naman siya registered sa LTO. We have no chance to trace the registered owner of that since most of the e-trikes are under TRU ng local government units.
So, wala kayo masasapol na plaka sa inyong CCTV. So, hindi mo sila matitikita.
Hindi po.
Okay. So, want to sana sila mag-violate. That's what I'm talking about. Siguro may DILG tayo dito. Taga-DILG. Okay, DILG. Kasi hindi lang sa Pasay, maging sa Manila. I think the local government, I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, people from the local government listening right now, may mga programa ang LGU, sila mismo ang nagpaprovide ata o nag-endorso kung sino yung pwedeng pagbilhin ng e-trike at iniloan sa bangko and then bibigyan nila ata ng permission na makapagmaneho. At may konting negosyo ata yung mga mayor. Okay, para sa syudad. Wala na akong nakitang problema dyan, pero nakakabulbul. Kaya lang siguro dapat bago magnegosyo yung mga ibang taga-LGN, makipag-coordinate sa DOTR, MMD at DILG. Do you agree, MMDA?
Yes, Mr. Chair. There are some LGUs po kasi even during the pandemic na naging livelihood program ng mga local chief executives yung mga e-trikes. Also coming, I think some of them were coming from DOE program.
Wala naman yung problema dyan, di ba? Especially, we have to promote yung electric vehicles. We have to encourage, as a matter of fact. Kasi alam natin lahat that's environment friendly. Pero dapat ilagay natin sa lugar. At the same time, magkaroon disiplina sa kalsada, and then wag naman natin patayin din yung ibang mga sektor na sumusunod sa patakaran. Okay. Sa LTO, nagbigay ka ng deadline until January, which I think that's good enough kasi tinanong ko ng Boris Bergoni at saka Robert Mano sa DZMM. I was interviewed the other day and I was asked kung enough na ba yung 1 month na abiso. Sabi ko, I think that's good enough na para ma-information, kasama na ito, information dissemination sa publiko about the issue dito sa e-bikes and e-trikes. What do you think, Attorney Greg Pua ng Executive Director ng LTO?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Yes po, Mr. Chair, 1 month is enough. Ang una po namin gagawin dito, Mr. Chair, ay magkikipag-coordinate po kami sa mga LGUs na alam po natin na may mga ginagamit na e-trike as a public, as a common carrier, such as Manila, Antipolo, Pasay. So una-una po natin titignan, Mr. Chair, if ni-register po nila, naka-register po ba sa LTO, yung pong mga e-trike na binibigyan po nila ng prangkisa. Hindi ko po lalahatin na wala kasi meron po kong personal na nakikita na meron pong plaka na ini-issuehan po namin at meron din pong nakarehistro talaga. Pero meron din po.
Ang talaga, well, then give credit where credit is due. Sino yung LGU to?
Saan po, dun po sa aming lugar, dun po sa may Masilag, sa may Antipolo po, makikita po natin dun. May
Antipolo ka. Magaling itong mayor.
may mga plaka po, yun pong yun pong mga e-trike. Kasi po,
So anong klaseng registration ang pasok sila, ang binibigay sa kanila?
Mr. Chair, tinignan ko po yung kanilang certificate of registration. Ang akala ko nga po ay tricycle ang kanilang classification. Pero ang classification po na nakalagay ay light vehicle. Dahil nga po hindi naman po sila magpo-fall sa definition ng tricycle na fitted lang siya, na detachable. So ang MVUs, ang motor vehicle users charge po na binabayaran nila ay para po sa MVUC ng isang light vehicle. Pero isang plaka lang po ang aming ini-issue sa kanila, it means we treat them as a motorcycle po, Mr. Chair. So, it should be 35, at least 35% lower as to whatever charges we
But now, how about driver's license? Do they need to get a driver's license? Para sa akin, eto pala, namasada sila, kumikita sila, kailangan sila yung driver's license.
Opo, Mr. Chair, kailangan din po talaga siyang mag-driver's license kasi wala naman pong issue under EVIDA ng, ang issue lang naman po under the EVIDA is yung mga light electric vehicles or the 50 kilograms and below. Kung more than po siya, ay talaga pong dapat po siyang i-register whether it will be used as a common carrier or a private use. And sa makikita naman po natin, ay more than 50 kilos naman po yung mga bumabiyahe ng common carrier. In fact, Mr. Chair, as corrected about by you, Mr. Chairman, hindi mo po, yung may sasakay, sino po ang may sasakay.
Kung yung electric bike lang, without the sidecar, I think it's below 50 kilograms. I would agree to that. Most of them, not all. Pero once nilagyan mo na yan ng sidecar, abot ng 85 up to 100 kilograms yan. So, hindi na sila pasok dun sa EVIDA law. Di ba? Tama? Therefore, they should be registered talaga. And then they should have a driver's license. So, karamihan ba dito sa mga e-trike operators, kumuha ng driver's license sa LTO?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Don't you think that they have to get a driver's license just like the tricycle drivers na nagsisiko ng driver's license?
They should, Mr. Chair. As I said, kaya po, yun po ang uunahin, Mr. Chair.
So in that way, sorry, gusto ko lang mabilisan tayo. In that way, dapat meron na coordination sa lahat ng LGU to DOTR, tawagan, magpatawag kayo ng meeting, ng DOTR, DOTR, tapos kayo LTO, MMDA, PNP, pag-usapan nyo na, hey, dapat mo kumuha ng driver's license mo ito. Then even those, drivers, hindi pa pasada yung kanilang e-trikes, pero pinanghatid sundo sa mga estudyante nila o butang palengke. Para sa akin siguro kailangan ng driver's license para alam nila yung rules and regulations sa kalye natin when it comes to traffic. Do you agree? So,
Yes po, Mr. Chair, isa po yun sa ipinag-utos po ng ating Acting Secretary Bani Lopez po na aming pong palahagan together with our Yusuf for Legal po. Ang aming pong tingin, yung po ng islo, ng isang sasakyan na iba po doon sa lisensya. Kasi kung under 4136 naman po, yung section ng registration na po yung section ng driver's license at ang review naman po sa section 19 ng 4136, kung ikaw po magmamaneho ng isang motor vehicle, regardless whether it is required to be registered or not, you should have a driver's license. So we're hoping on that vision, Mr. Chair, of course with in coordination po sa aming pong legal division po.
siguro through the DILG, pagsabihan nila na yung mga pinayagan nila na gumamit ng e-trike sa kanilang jurisdiction at namamasada na kumuha ng driver's license. para magkaroon sila ng training at kaalaman tungkol sa proper way of using the road by driving their electric trikes or electric vehicles, or what do you call it, electric bikes or electric trikes.
Tama po,